Rangel had another question about my knowledge of whether or not Kurt Cobain was aware that I was in Clown Alley when the Melvins were touring with them in the US and in Europe. I'm not sure if he actually knew that or not. He was not particularly social and had a pretty full plate with a variety of things going on, which I could understand, as I did at the time also. I didn't become aware that he was even interested in Clown Alley until many years later when I was on tour. Our van broke down. We were stuck at a mall for about 5 hours, so I went into a Barnes & Noble, and his journals had been published right around that time, I think. So out of sheer boredom, I started going through the big black one. I think maybe it's the only one, I'm not sure. And found a list of, he had a few lists of his favorite songs in there. And Clown Alley was on one of them, so that was kind of cool. It was a little weird that I saw Clown Alley on the list, but it wasn't completely surprising. My label, Alchemy Records, that I started with Victor Hayden in San Francisco in 1985 or so, had the Melvins on it, as well as my band Clown Alley, and Neurosis and RKL. And of course, Kurt was good friends with Buzz, or they'd known each other since high school. So it's not surprising that Kurt would have taken an interest in other bands on Alchemy, since one of his favorite bands, the Melvins, was on that label too. So it's kind of a cool thing, piece of music history trivia, I suppose. Pre-pandemic, I met up with Kim Thale through a friend of mine, Bill Herzog, and Kim Thale actually mentioned the same song that Kurt liked on the way up, so that was kind of a nice thing, and he said he always liked that song for a long time, so that was a nice thing to hear.